Evening, guys. Well, this is a bit of a uninspiring start, I suppose, to an outdoorsy type video, but it was a means to an end. The first problem always with any wild camp: where do I leave the bloody car? But just the other side of that thick sort of hedge bit, there's a nice decent housing estate, a poshish one. Not posh, but very middle class, shall we say. All nicely well lit and all the rest. So my car's parked in there. I just came, I can't really see the screen, so I hope I'm pointing in the right area. Came through the trees there is a footpath, crossed the road by that lower set of traffic lights, walked up here, just over the brow there is the entrance to the woodland where I'm camping. So a nice short walk in. I'll do some more when I get there. That's it. I'm all set up. I'll have a quick scout about for some woodland. Tosser. That's it. I'm all set up. It's a nice spot. A little bit of traffic noise in the distance, but I am fairly close to the main road and I am on the edge of the town, so it's to be expected. I could go deeper into the wood, but going that way it tails off a fair bit. We've had a lot of rain, it's a bit damp in the bottom. I'll show you my setup. Okay, today I've gone for a full DD setup. I will say at the outset, I'm nothing to do with DD. I'm not sponsored. I have to buy all the stuff, but I like their kit, which is why I use it. It's good quality and sensible money. Before we look at the main thing, I'll just show you something I've got recently. Some handy little waterproof stuff sacks. They're, I think, 6 litre. Got 3 of them for £6. So I've got my cook set in one. I've got, you know, all sundries. I've separated stuff out, so it's a bit easier to find it. Yes, they all say DD and they're all green, so at some point it'll probably be prudent to write on the bag. But for the time being, at least it's helped me get a little bit more organised. Being a little bit OCD, that's always a bonus. Got the 3x3 multicam tarp. Set it up quite open. Just ridgeline through the middle, diamond formation. I've pegged out to the back there with a guy line. They can't really see it because it's quite thin. And this side, gone across to that tree to lift the end up, so I've got a nice view. No rain forecast, but it's just helping a little bit with the whole blending in. It's a bit of a cheeky location, I suppose, in a way. If I turn round, it's difficult to see there, so I'm looking in the sun. About there, the ground drops away, and then just at the bottom bit there, around that way, is the public footpath. So I'm not exactly hidden. So the more camo, the better. As we stand, we've got the Frontline XL. Brilliant hammock. I mean, all the DD hammocks are good, but this one, I just love it for the space. And having these hooped spreader bars just makes it so big inside, so much room. Oh, inside, nearly hung myself. Got the good old Dura 2 sleeping bag, which will probably be too warm for tonight. It is a lovely bit of weather at the moment, but you know, who knows? You're always better to be too warm than too cold. If you're already out in the middle of nowhere and you haven't got enough kit and you're chilly, well, you're stuffed, aren't you? Good thing about this central zip, if it does get too hot, I can just unzip it down to my waist and vent a bit of heat out. I've also got, pull him out there, moon pillow, I think they call this, moon shaped pillow. Can't remember who makes that. I've got one of the inflatable helium pillows, Decathlon one, which I absolutely love in almost every situation. But I find in a hammock, I almost don't need a pillow. If I have anything too big underneath my head, I feel really propped up and end up with a stiff neck. That little thin one there is just nice. It's just enough. Got the internal ridgeline here, which I need to tighten up. But I've only just set this up. I haven't faffed about it yet. And you've got this handy sliding pocket job that lives on that, which is very good for unloading your pockets when you get in, so you're comfortable. Close that back up, keep the midges out. So that will be bed for tonight. Now, I better crack on, sort out some wood. There's plenty of dead stuff laying about. Ready for a fire later. Speak to you soon. I'm cheating tonight. Packet meal, meatballs in pasta. Though it's still quite warm, I've had to cover up. Hat on, arms covered. Bloody midges. I'll get that fire going in a bit. Hopefully that smoke will get rid of the buggers. But I thought, well, while dinner's cooking, well, not really cooking, warming up because I'm cheating, I'll let you into a secret. I'm not really a fan of solos. It's nice to get out on your own, and I appreciate all that. But I'm a bit of a chatty bugger, and I like to have someone to have an attitude, and I can quite easily get bored on my own. That's why I didn't come out until early evening. So there's only a few hours of daylight before it's bedtime. Otherwise I'd have probably got bored. I know a lot of people absolutely love going solo, get away from it all and all that. I totally get it. I love walking solo. I love spending time in the woods, mooching about, solo. But in the evening, once you set your camp up and everything's done, and just sit down, chill out, that's the time I want to sit and chat to people. So, I'm solo today, but it's not going to be a long solo. A few hours, get some kit, I'll be gone in the morning. But I'll be interested to hear your thoughts on that. There's no right and there's no wrong way to do this. I'm just a bit more sociable, shall we say, or at least at night. It's nice to sit around the campfire, have a cup of tea, maybe a beer, whatever you fancy. Have a natter with your friends about stuff in general, life, you know, camping, whatever. But to me, it's not quite the same on my own. I'm hoping now the sun's going down, might get some wildlife. Then I'll have something to do, something to watch. But at the moment, apart from the bloody midges, all I've got to watch is a Wayfarer meal getting warm. Hey ho, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? I'll see you again in a bit. I'm not bloody eaten alive first. Fuck, I've got me right on my eyebrow. I've had to light the fire early. Those midges were driving me bloody nuts. Well, the fire's going nicely now. That's buggered them midges off. So it's, you know what that sound is. Beer o'clock. In fact, it's actually 9:15. Looking out through the trees, it's still obviously fairly light because we're midsummer. But it's actually quite dark in here because there's a real heavy leaf canopy. At least now, got the fire going, got something to do. That and drink beer, of course. Only the one, though. As you probably know, if you've seen some of my other videos, I do like having a beer, especially if it's a group of us out, sitting around a fire having a chat. But if I'm ever out solo, only the one. Mainly because if I'm on my own, or something silly happens, I want to at least half have my wits about me to pack stuff up or get out or whatever. So get good getting you know, smashed off your face and then injuring yourself, is it really? A bit silly. So yeah, for me anyway, only the one beer when solo. Let's face it, if it went wrong, I've got to drive home. Catch you soon. I might not film much more because it's getting a bit dark, so it's a bit silly. So I might do a bit when I go to bed, and then it'll be morning time. See you soon. Right, it's bedtime. It's just before 11. Fire's done, just a few glowing embers, but can't be asked to stay up any longer. I've cleared all round it, so there's nothing that can catch light. It's hardly doing anything, just a faint. I don't even know where I can see it. Just about make out of a bit of a glow, but that's going nowhere. So that's all dealt with. Time for some sleep. In the big hammock. I do really like this hammock. I know I keep banging on about it, but seeing as the standard one is only, I'm not sure on the prices now, 15 quid less, something like that. You might as well get a bigger, don't you? Have a bit of room. Don't want to be like cooped up, wrapped up like a sausage in a skin. I have got a smaller one, and it's fine, but it's, you know, you're getting it tight around your shoulders and all that sort of thing. But this thing is, I can't really show it now, can I? Bloody massive anyway. Probably easier if I show you towards the foot end. Well, you can see the size of the bug net. Laying down, I can just about reach it. And it's probably just laying in the middle here. Not doing a diagonal lay or anything posh. Just laying in the middle. It's probably 2.5 feet wide. My feet are bloody miles from the end. I think that's partly why it's so comfortable, because it's longer than the standard as well. Your head and your feet aren't up in the gathered bit, so you've got full width where you're laying. Right, enough of me waffling on. Time for some kit. See you in the morning. Morning, guys. It's about 5 o'clock. I was fast asleep. I woke up to this God almighty bloody crash. There's either a bloody great branch or a tree. I'm not sure yet. I'm not bloody awake enough yet. There's just over there. There's come down. There's, oh, excuse me. There is a bit of, oh Christ, what am I trying to say? I'm not awake yet. Evidence of a fair bit of deadfall. But that sounded really, really solid. I don't think I'm going back to sleep now. I did check before I put my hammock up here. This little surrounding piece is okay. It's all, you know, healthy, good stuff. But that was quite close, over there somewhere. I'll get a brew on and go and have a look. And well, it's not really light enough yet, but maybe do some filming over there if it's worth looking at. Certainly weren't a twig coming down, it was something pretty substantial. Yeah, I'll have a look in a minute. Let's have a brew. More importantly, let's have a pee first, now I'm awake. Right, let's got the water on. And my coffee, very important in the morning. Just for me. Let's have a look to see where that deadfall. Oh. As you can see, just here, there's quite a lot dropped down. There's none of them. They've been down too long. Quite glad there's none of them actually. If you look how close it would have been. I think I'd have needed more than a wee if it had been them. It was definitely in this area. Aha! I just spotted a likely culprit. He's rotten as a pear. That's a long one. That's probably getting up towards 10 metres long, something like that, 25-30 foot. Yeah, I reckon this one's highly likely. So it's squished a load of fresh green vegetation here. None of that would have grown like that. And if it had been down a while, it would, just wouldn't happen. So I reckon this is the one that come down and squished that stuff. No wonder that made a bloody noise. It's not very thick. It's about, as thick as the top of your arm. There's a bit of weight there still. I don't know if you can see through the trees. Top hammock's there. So, wasn't close enough to be dangerous. But it was definitely close enough to wake me up. Bastard. Never mind. Get back and get that coffee. I just thought this may or may not interest some of you, how I get my tarp back into the bag with all the other rubbish. A bit difficult to film this at this angle, but essentially I lay it out and then I fold it over a few times. Not tight folds, don't want to put big creases in it because it does affect the waterproofing, but just gently fold it over until I'm that sort of size. I think it's folded down about 4 times, halved, then halved, then halved. So it's slightly longer than the stuff sack, but all the reinforcing and loops are on one end. See, there's a thin squishy end on the solid end. Put the solid end in first. Like that. It's sticking out a few inches. Doesn't matter, because that's the soft squishy bit. We're in shot, aren't we? Yeah. And you've got all that spare space there. There's my pegs, guy lines, all that rubbish down the side. My ridge line. Down the side. Then the squishy bit. Hold it over on top of them, hold them in. All packed away neat in its original bag. Still a reasonable amount of room too. Well, that's how I do it anyway. Right, that's the side to the fire covered. Always do a bit of leave no trace if possible. Let's face it, you're never really going to leave no trace, but that's as good as it's going to get, I think. I was attached to that tree, hammock was through there, onto that tree. No disturbance. The advantage of the hammock, of course, you're off the floor. All packed up. Let's walk out. Okay, it's 6:30. Walking out. Well, that was quite a pleasant overnight. Nice location. Had a nice fire. as I mentioned last night, I'm not a massive fan of solos. Too much for a chatterbox, I'm afraid. But no, it was nice. I'm glad I didn't turn up till too late. You know, I kept the evening short. So by the time I'd set up, got the fire ready, lit it, looked after it, done some dinner. You know, it killed the evening, so to speak. Yeah, quite enjoyable. Weather's been perfect. Though it did drop chilly. I don't think I even looked at my watch. It was proper pitch black out. I spent most of the night with the sleeping bag unzipped. But I had to pull the sides up round me in the middle of the night because it did drop a bit cold. And then it was about 5 o'clock, I was rudely awakened by that tree falling down. Not really the start I wanted. I would have slept a bit more. I think I was fast asleep. But never mind. It's all part of being in the woods, isn't it? Okay, to the edge now. I'll stop filming here because once I've crossed this field, all you'll hear is bloody traffic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time, wherever that may be. Catch you soon, guys. Almost back to the car. That's the lane that goes to the main road when I was first filming. Rather nice estate here. I'll spin this way round. There's the car parked on the road, under the street lights and all the rest of it, nice and secure. Well, let's hope so. I haven't walked back to it yet, but it looks alright from here.